Hey, this is Arnie, the farmer Beswick, coming from the Throttlestop at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. On the way to Daytona Beach in 1964, I was towing my race car, my 63 Catalina aluminum front end car. And as I was entering the Daytona Beach area, of all things to have happened, the trailer hitch ball broke off of my 64 tow car, and there goes my 63 race car down through one of the ravines between the two 4 or 5 lane highways that divided us, this big so-called ditch like. Well, I thought that was going to be the end of that 63 Catalina when it went down in that ditch, but luckily there was no tree stumps there, no other big shrubbery that did any serious damage, and it ended up on 4 wheels down in this big ravine between the two highways coming into Daytona Beach and coming out of Daytona Beach. Anyway, as I was wondering how would I ever get that out of there, that ditch, some big semi come along, seen the problem, pulls over and stops, and he says, "Is that your car down in that ravine?" I says, "Yes, it is." He says, "You got anybody coming to help get it out of there?" I said, "No, it just happened a little while ago." And he said, "Would you like some help if I can come up with enough chain and cable to reach where the car is?" I says, I can't even talk. I'm so blown away that you're even offering to do that." Well, he said, "If I've got enough length of cable, I know I can pull that car out of there." So he started digging through his inventory of chain and cables that he had in this big semi-truck. Sure enough, he come up with enough length of chain and cable to reach my car down there in the ditch. And we hooked it up, and he was able to pull it out of the ditch. All I had to do was steer the car, and it come up out of the ditch without rolling over. Once we got it up there on the curb alongside, behind his truck, why, this thing I needed to do was find some place that I could go and come up with another ball to put on the back of my tow car so I could pull my race car the rest of the way to the motel and then the drag strip. Well, I had a couple guys that was riding with me. They stayed there while I went down to the city of Daytona Beach and found a parts house that was selling pieces like that, a ball, and picked up what I thought I needed and went back there and installed the ball and hooked my race car back up on it and got to the motel, and later that night got to the racetrack and did my thing of racing during the Daytona Beach drag races. So that was quite a story to get that car out of the ditch, thanks to that semi driver.